Andrew Tate's the most famous man you've probably never heard of, but the chances are your children will have. Videos of Tate have been viewed billions of times online. He's built an enormous following of mostly young men, and his often scandalous views about women that have made him notorious across the world. Views like this.
So I think my sister is her husband's property, yes. When a bride is walking down the aisle to marry the groom, the father walks next to her and gives her away. True or false?
Tate's opinions on mental illness are equally controversial.
I don't believe in depression. Don't message me about depression because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But if you don't believe in ghosts, it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them.
Well, this summer, every major social media platform banned Tate amid a global backlash and concerns about his influence on the young people who watch him. But copies of his videos are still shared millions of times every day. This show is called Uncensored. One of the challenges views directly, so he flew from Romania to sit here in this studio, and the full explosive interview airs later this week. Here's a bit of what's to come. Do you respect women?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
Do you think that 18, 19-year-old women are more attractive than 25-year-old women?
I think there's attractive people. That's a loaded question. I don't know.
Well, it's not really, is it?
I can't.
You know why I'm asking it?
Of course I do, but I can't sit here and
for
say.
For the benefit of viewers who don't know why I'm asking, you said this. In general, this is also one of the reasons men find youth attractive. You want to blow up the internet? I'll blow up the internet right effing now. The reason 18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through less dick. People say, oh, you can't say that, but yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman, and I'll tell you why. Because that 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been effed and dumped more times, more arguments, more mess, more for me to clean up. That is misogyny.
Why?
It's definitely
because
not
you
misogyny.
are encouraging a mindset about 25-year-old women that makes them sound out to be infinitely less desirable than 18, 19-year-olds, and having effectively been having too much sex to be taken in a more respectful way.
Well, firstly, even if that was the case, that wouldn't be misogyny.
But what did you mean by what you said?
It's not
That's
misogyny.
not misogyny because it's not anti-women. I'm saying that an 18 or a 19-year-old woman would be more desirable.
Pretty anti-25-year-old woman.
Anti-25-year-old women we can argue, but not misogyny.
Well, that's misogyny then, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Well, being anti any woman at all is misogyny.
Not when I'm saying that women are beautiful and attractive at a certain age and saying that age.
You're saying 18, 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25.
Well, than ageist perhaps, but misogynistic absolutely
Is that
not.
what it? But you just accepted it was misogyny.
No, I didn't. You said it was misogyny. I'm telling you, no, it's not.
But if a 26-year-old woman is watching this and has heard those comments,
Yeah.
would you just say to her, look, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that?
No. I will say that I am sorry that offends you. However, there's a large contingent of the world.
That doesn't mean you're sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. That's the point I'm making. I'm sorry if that offends you. However, there's a large contingent of the world that believe that, and I was mediating for a conversation.
Parts of the world that believe that about 26-year-old women are parts of the world where women are not allowed out on their own.
That's a conversation.
They have to wear full burqas.
Well, that's a conversation.
They're not
to
allowed
have.
to drive cars.
That's nothing to do with me.
But is that the kind of world for a woman that you?
I was mediating a conversation.
No, I'm asking you what you think.
I don't live in a country.
Hey, Piers is biased as fuck because now he's including other things that have nothing to do with the initial problem was with the clip of the Full Send podcast that he used to give heat towards. Now he's trying to turn it into everything that women struggle with, or like the worst type of things that women struggle with in really traditionalist, conservative ass areas. You know, he's referring to like the Middle East and shit where they can't do nothing, right? But that has nothing to do with what the initial problem was, bro. You were focused on Tate's comparison of a 19-year-old to a 25-year-old. That was the initial thing. So stick to that. Don't be pushing the goalpost trying to like encompass every issue that women have and pour it on Andrew Tate. All you're doing the same shit social media does, trying to demonize this motherfucker by taking his words out of context. You're not even putting his words in context. You're just making up an entirely different narrative now, trying to blame him, trying to cast him as an enemy of just women, period, because whatever the fuck you do, I don't even know what the fuck you doing. Like, where you pulling that from, bro? Because he's biased. He's biased. He's part of the problem. Why? I don't know. I don't know enough about fucking Piers to like cast him as a problem that we need to address. But that was fucked up. Like, you know, this motherfucker flew from Romania to come holler at you on some uncensored shit so you can goddamn, you know, get some good dialogue going, and then you want some fuck shit right now. That's what you want. Pretty much you want some fuck shit. He's on some fuck shit. He's not here to have a conversation. He's here trying to be on some Captain Saberhole type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? On some, you know, Andrew Tate is the worst shit ever. This is the preview. So, I mean, it's going to be more of that. There's going to be some real clickbaity shit throughout this interview, I'm imagining, but none of this shit's going to be anything genuine, anything real, anything productive, because Piers is on some fuck shit right now.
So you're using that as the excuse for why you're not sorry for saying it.
It's not an excuse.
Is that there are parts of the world where this is fine?
My friend.
So my question to you is, well, do you think it's fine?
I don't think it's fine. I live in a world where
You don't think it's fine?
the reason
This
I
isn't that hard, Andrew. You can simply say, Piers,
Bruh,
you know
stop
what?
cutting them off, dog. You're not even letting them fucking answer the question, bruh. That was like back to back to back to back. Andrew Tate sitting there chilling, being patient and shit, trying to answer your fucking question. You're not even giving him a chance to, bro. Damn, dog.
world where
You don't think it's fine?
Like, bro, he just.
Well, do you think?
You sound like, you know, he sound like that bitch that was. He sound like that bitch that was, trying to do whatever the fuck she was doing with Jordan Peterson that one time, trying to put words in his mouth. Like, he was in mid sentence. We live in a world that where you don't think it's fine. Like, so what you're saying is, like, you sound just like that girl. Fuck, man, this about to irritate me.
Sorry for saying it.
It's not an
Is that
excuse.
there are parts of the world where this is fine?
My
So
friend.
my question to you is, well, do you think it's fine?
I don't think it's fine. I live in a world where
You don't think it's fine?
the reason
This
I
isn't that hard, Andrew. You can simply say, Piers, you know what? With the benefit of hindsight, I wish I hadn't said it like that. And if the 26-year-old woman's
He
watching-
said that twice, that I don't take anything back from what the fuck I said, bro. Fuck out of here with your bullshit. Let me answer the goddamn question. Damn. Look at Tate. Tate, that's how Tate feel right now. Like, I want to punch this motherfucker in the mouth, but, you know, I'm not going to do that.
I'm sorry I said that, because that actually is blatantly misogynist. And even though
It's
that's
not
a view held by
misogynistic. You
other
part
parts
of the problem why people be coming up with their own definitions of what misogynistic is. Misogynistic is like the hatred of womanhood, and that's not at all what the fuck Tate has been on and what he said. You taking this shit out of context. My bad. I keep stopping it. My bad. It's irritating.
that, because that actually is blatantly misogynist. And even though that's a view held by other parts of the world, it's not a view I share. Now, I would respect you more if you said that than if you try and say, well, it's said in other parts of the world, so I'm not sorry.
I think
That doesn't tell me what you think.
Then you need to understand why my content existed in the first place. My content existed because I tried my very hardest to be an absolute and utter realist, especially with uncomfortable truths. I was pointing out that very uncomfortable
Is that a truth, then?
It's an uncomfortable truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest this week found that a 14-year-old...
Damn, bruh. Oh, man. He being disrespectful, bro. He being disrespectful, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your guest, bro. This is your guest, dog. You don't, like... Like... See? Need to be stoic, right? I could be stoic, but nah, motherfucker, I need some fucking respect, goddamn. And you gonna fucking respect me, bro, because I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. I'm doing you a favor by being on your fucking platform, dog. That's that type of energy Tate should fucking have. And it is what it is, bro. Like, Tate is clickbait. If Tate is on it, it's clickbait. You brought this motherfucker up here to get views on your fucking platform, and you gonna be up here disrespecting this motherfucker like this, thinking you making points. You making no fucking valid point. You sound like these woke ass motherfuckers that make no goddamn sense. You not even letting this motherfucker answer the goddamn question. He can't even express a goddamn thought before your whole ass cuts him off. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of even having him up on a fucking platform if you're not even letting him talk? You're not even letting him talk. The fuck?
Truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest this week found that...
Was that an edit? Was that an edit?
An uncomfortable truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest...
Nah, it was. I thought it was an edit. I was about to get to him. Not an edit. It's going in one ear and out the other, dog. He not here to fucking listen. You hear this to fucking do more damage, bro. You fucking bitch.
Is that a truth?
It's an uncomfortable truth in many parts of the world. It's not a truth that I'm happy about.
An inquest this week found that a 14-year-old girl, Molly Russell, died from an act of self-harm while suffering from depression and the negative effects of online content. The coroner said she was
here
exposed
trying to prove his
material
point, dog.
that may have influenced her in a negative way, and in addition, what started as depression had become a much more serious depressive illness, and she very sadly took her life.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Right. Her father.
That's terrible.
Her father's campaign for better protections against potentially dangerous social media algorithms. Right. It says that the particularly graphic content she saw romanticized acts of self-harm, normalized.
Yeah. So depression's in the fucking problem. Social media is the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? What causes them to get this way? And if you fucking, I can answer this question for Tate. And if you are prepared to deal with this shit and internalize it and digest it the way you need to, in order for it not to affect your fucking everything, then you be better off. But people are ill suited. People are ill suited for the bullshit, which causes them to fucking fall into depression. But depression's not the problem. It's the shit that's sparking the fucking depression, and which means people are not prepared to deal with the shit that social media is giving them. Demonize social media. Don't demonize him for fucking calling out valid shit. Like it's all about your mind. It's all about the mind state. It's all about this. All about this. If you have the mental fortitude to get through anything, depression doesn't even fucking come up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even come up. Like if you get depressed, that's a sign of weakness. It is. I mean, whatever. It is. It's a mind state. If you can handle the fucking blows, handle the obstacles, handle whatever the fuck it is, you're gonna fucking just, hey, it's another day. Just, go get through it. Right? But motherfuckers are weak. It is what it is. So where do you fix that? You fix that at fucking home. You fix that with the parents. You fix that with schooling. You fix that with the community. You fix that with the family, right? To get them right. So I don't have any problem with what Tate said about fucking depression. It is a big thing, but it's just people are ill prepared to deal with what the fuck life throws at them, especially right now because society is so goddamn soft. That's the fucking problem. And social media is the real demon.
First of all, what is your response to that?
The fact that something like that happened is almost mind-blowing to me. That's truly sad. I actually feel sad inside to see something like that.
What has come clear to me in the interview is that a lot of things you say you wouldn't say now that you've said before.
I'd say them differently, perhaps.
Yeah, right. So to me, that's an acceptance, not just that you want to get back on platforms. Because
you don't give a fuck about the
reasons
platforms.
You were no platform. But that you've recognized and understood the potential harm to the wrong kind of impressionable mind by some of the things you've said. Would that be fair?
I think that's 80% fair. I recognize...
But fuck that, though, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's a bigger problem, dog. That's like the bigger problem is worrying about impressionable minds. Well, why are they so impressionable? It ain't my fucking fault that they can handle the fucking truth and then they internalize it and digest it in a way it doesn't need to. I need to say everything perfect for everybody to hear it the way they need to receive it to serve them the best benefit. No, motherfucker, reality is fucked up. Reality is harsh. Reality is ugly. All of that. It doesn't give a fuck about how you feel. Any of that. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't on me to make sure you hear what you need to hear correctly. Why do I need to worry about how the fuck you feel? I'm telling you the fucking truth. You fat, you're fat. You're fat, right? You ugly, you ugly. You got a little dick, you got a little dick. Your breath stink, your breath stink. Why I gotta worry about how the fuck you feel? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give like short and sweet examples of what the fuck is going on. Like people need to be able to handle the fucking truth because the truth is harsh. The truth is ugly, right? Impressionable minds. That's collateral damage. That's collateral damage. And if they are being damaged, you need to look at the fucking household to figure out why the fuck their child or their whomever the fuck is ill prepared to deal with harsh realities, because the world does not give a fuck about, at the end of the day, yeah, the world don't give a fuck about how you feel, whatever the fuck it is, dog. Like, you can talk about it. We can say all this politically correct shit, but if them bills ain't paid, you're going to be out in the street. That's the reality, right? I did not see this reaction going this way. You know what I mean? Fuck your feelings. Fuck them. Fuck them. Like real shit. Fuck how you feel. You feel strongly about it, then why you feel so strongly about it? Look at that. Hey, bruh. Hey, I suspect. See, I don't know enough about Pierce. I don't know if people already have the way I feel right now towards Pierce already in their mind. But if not, Pierce is gonna lose. Cause you got Tate, motherfucker. You got Tate on that bitch, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And Tate didn't say nothing crazy. He was trying to be, cool and respectful and all this shit. You up here being a whole fucking asshole. We ain't even got into any of the shit, right? You about to get flamed, dog. You about to get flamed, bruh. Pierce about to get flamed.
Some of the things you've said. Would that be fair?
No.
I think that's 80% fair. I recognize and understand that with massive fame,
it's
you have to
collateral.
be more careful about being misconstrued.
Fuck that. It's collateral damage. It's collateral damage. That's what it is. Because for all the motherfuckers he harmed, think about the motherfuckers he helped. You can't. Everybody not gonna be happy. You can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody. So when you dilute the message and try to make it more, pleasant while they digest it, you're taking off the feeling motherfuckers need to feel to make them make change, right? Especially men. Men need harsh reality. They don't need anything softened. They don't need anything. They don't need to be coddled in any form. They don't need to be coddled at all. They need to know what the fuck it is so they can fucking move. You coddle them and baby them and make it pretty and all this shit. They're gonna take their sweet ass time trying to fucking make a change, even if they do make it. If they do decide to make a change, right? He's on some male empowerment shit. You know what I'm saying? Getting men to get up off their fucking ass. You don't say, it's all right, the road is hard. You know what I mean? Take your time. It's gonna get, no, motherfucker. You lazy, you fat, whatever fix it. That's what they need to do to fucking get them up off the, and if you can't handle that, then that's not my fault. That's not my fault. And if I fucking try to make that more pleasant for motherfuckers to digest, I'm going to miss my target audience, man. You know what I'm saying? All this shit he talking about is collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? The majority of motherfuckers support him. Women don't. Women don't support him. The majority of women don't support him because of, where we are in society. Like, anything manly is the devil. You know what I mean? It's a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Piers up here sound like a whole fucking male feminist and shit.
Like I said earlier, 1% of people misunderstanding you doesn't matter with a small audience. It matters with a very large audience. With power comes responsibility. I still believe the things I say. I do not want to be a negative force for the world. I also understand that I am a man who's lived a very difficult, nuanced life, and I am capable of making nuanced points that may be misunderstood by teenagers. However, that can be said about anybody and everything.
Facts.
Every opinion online can be misunderstood by children.
Facts.
Trying to protect children from the internet is a very interesting subject in and of itself.
Parents can't even protect their children from the internet. So you expect Tate to save your children from the internet? Come on, man. Fuck out of here. But you can't be realistic. You gotta live in la la land. Everybody has to be happy. You need to figure out the best way to deliver your message to make everybody feel happy and positive about themselves. Fuck that. Fuck that. People grow the most when they realize harsh realities about themselves, fix the shit and move forward. Right? It needs to come quick. Rip the fucking bandage off. It has to hurt. Rip it off quick. What's the point of pulling it off slow where you can fucking, no, rip that bitch off. It's gonna hurt, but now quick we address that shit, we can move on. Not gonna sit here and just keep pulling the bitch forever. Sitting here forever in pain. Fuck that.
Because I would argue that 80% of the content on the internet can be negative or detrimental to a young mind that doesn't understand the world.
I don't know about this one, Piers. And that's the one you chose to use for the preview. Like, I guess you think you won that. I guess you think you made him look bad. Nah, you made yourself look bad. You look like a whole bitch out here, bruh. Real shit.